So you've decided to turn your dissertation into a series of articles. How many can you reasonably expect to get from it? You're going to learn all about that right now. Hey everybody, I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia and make your best impact. So we're talking today about how many articles can you expect to reasonably get from a finished dissertation. There's no finite answer to this, okay? But in general, you should expect at least 3 and as many as 5 to come off your dissertation. It's going to depend, obviously, on how many research questions you had, what kinds of questions they are, if they fit together, if they need to be broken up into different articles, things like that. But what can you expect? Okay, so first of all, you should expect to be able to get some kind of a comprehensive integrative literature review published, all right? You had to do a lit review for your dissertation. You had to know that literature inside and out, okay? So get a literature review publication off of it, all right? That's an easy one. That's a no-brainer. And they should hopefully be pretty good to go. That would be one of the first things that I would choose, to do an article on right out of the gate. It's even something that potentially you could do before your dissertation is defended. The other thing that you might want to do is you could actually get 2 literature reviews, potentially. It sort of depends on what your work is and what you personally feel up for. So in addition to a comprehensive integrative literature review, you might want to do a theoretical literature review. You might want to do a methodological review. If you did all of that, that's 3 literature reviews right there. You probably don't need to do 3 literature reviews, right? And you'd probably be sick of it anyways if you did. But definitely do at least 1, maybe 2, but definitely do at least 1. It's worth your time. Now, from there, obviously, then your research questions are turned into articles. Now, here is where, if you've already got, let's say, a literature review publication, or you're going to do that, that's 1. Here's where you should ideally be able to get at least 2 articles, even as many as 3, off of your dissertation. That should come from your research questions and your findings. So you're going to want to look at your research questions and think about, first of all, how many do you have? I had 3 research questions. I had 3 case studies for my dissertation. So what I did was each case study was its own unique article, and then I had a lit review that I also published. So I ended up with 4 pieces off of my dissertation, okay? So think about your research questions and how much space you need to allocate for discussing them in an article, and what's too much, what's too little, and that will help you understand how should I divide and parse this up. And it's a great thing to talk about your advisor at the very end after you've written your dissertation. It doesn't have to be before you defend it, but once you sort of really know those results well, it's a really good conversation to have with your advisor about how would you set this up in terms of articles, and getting some feedback from somebody who's got more experience and can really see things that you might not be able to see, particularly because you're going to be buried in this and kind of sick of it, all right? So really what you want to do is think about what research questions go together, and those could be 1 article. And if you've got really distinct separate findings, then you're going to break those out into additional articles, all right? So like I said, I did 1 article per case. And a lit review, I got 4. The other thing that I did, because I had a case study, 3 case studies, was after my dissertation, I did a cross-case analysis of those case studies. So my dissertation was did not look at a cross-case analysis. So that gave me something in my first year as a faculty member to go ahead and start doing, right? Do a cross-case analysis, and I published that. So in a way, you could say I had 5 pieces off of my dissertation, but really I had 4, and then I had a little extra analysis and write-up to do. So you might want to consider that as well. Do you have some additional analysis work that you can do that extends your dissertation in some way that gets out another piece? It might involve a little more data collection from you. It's going to certainly involve more data analysis on your end, but if you already have that data sitting there, then it's a really nice thing that you can do in your first year as a faculty member that can get you another publication, all right? So 3 to 5 articles is something that you can reasonably expect. Sit down, talk with your advisor before you leave, get some feedback about how your advisor might see you carving that up to make that happen. And if you like this video, you want to see more, click right here, and I'm going to see you over in the next one.